This video is a guided tour of the Pentek BFS-201 water filter system, which is a great system for a do-it-yourselfer who wants to create a dedicated drinking water system. And it is completely assembled from the factory and has been tested. You get two standard slimline filter housings connected to a bracket. All you have to do is connect the water lines and you're ready to go. You can put any kind of 2.5 by 10 inch filter cartridge in the sump housings that you want. One idea is to put a sediment filter in the first housing to protect the second filter, which is going to be in the second housing, which could be a carbon filter. If you want to do some specific chemical reduction, you can use some of the higher end chemical reduction sets that are available out there from Culligan, GE, and others. So let's talk about the installation. Our materials list was the BFS-201 system itself, some 3/8 inch QC male adapters, 3/8 inch QCT, 3/8 inch stop valve, some 3/8 inch OD poly tubing, some Teflon tape, and then you can use whatever drinking water faucet you want. So here's kind of what comes in the box, and then you can see the collection of things on the left is what you're going to need to supply on your own. Many of those items are available for sale on our website. So in the box you see that there is a bracket, and the two housings are completely assembled, connected, and ready to go. It's just a matter of connecting the water lines. You've got a 3/8 inch female thread on each side on the input and the output. You've got a pressure relief button on the top that releases trapped air when you change the filters. And it's all one neat piece that's ready to go. You're going to need a power drill, and here's a couple of male 3/8 inch adapters that have quick connect push-in fittings on the other side. There's a stop valve. It's a good idea to isolate a system like this if you can. There's a T, which is what we use for our installation. This is a faucet adapter with a built-in stop valve, which is really nice. Here's the way it looks when installed. It has a 3/8 inch female connection on one end, and then if you have one of those braided lines coming down to your cold water supply, it's got a male end on the other, threaded. You're going to need some Teflon tape, which you can pick up anywhere, and tubing cutter is a good idea to quickly cut this tubing. And here we have a length of 3/8 inch poly tubing that we use for the install. We've drilled a couple holes in the side of our mock-up sink, and those keyholes are what the bracket hangs on. They correspond to the two holes on the unit. Again, pressure relief valve. And now we're going to get things ready for the installation. Teflon tape we're going to wrap around the threaded ends of our 3/8 inch QC connectors. This is going to keep the system from leaking, and you always wrap the threads in the direction of the threads. So we put some tape on the threads and then screw this fitting on to one side of the system. Hand tighten it and then tighten it some more with a wrench. Do the same with the other side. So we've got both sides hooked up. Now we're going to hang the system on the cabinet and then tighten it up with our screwdriver. Now it's time to tap into the water line, and again, there's not just one way to do it. We're not going to use the faucet adapter. We're going to use a T. We've got this rigid 3/8 inch water feed line, and we're going to tee into our system. And then after the tee, we have a small piece of tubing that's going to connect to the stop valve. And again, if you ever need to isolate the filter system for leaks, or when you want to change the filter, it's a good idea to have some sort of a shutoff valve leading to it. So now we're going to cut the input side line, and that just fits in. Again, it's quick disconnect, so you just push it in as far as it'll go, and it is there for good. Well, not for good. You can take it out easily, but it's there, and it will not leak and give you a nice tight connection. It doesn't require any blow torches or other special tools. It's very easy. And now we're going to insert the outlet side and cut this off to length, and it's going to lead up to our drinking water faucet. We'll talk about faucets in another video, but basically It just pushes into a QC fitting on the faucet, and it's ready to go. The sumps operate like any normal sump. You have your sump that unscrews. You've got your O-ring that keeps it sealed. Make sure you leave enough room below the whole assembly so that you can remove your sumps easily and bring them down when you're doing your filter changes. Once you've inserted your filters, then put the sumps back in place. You turn your main cold water supply on, then you can turn your supply line on to your filter system, and you are ready to get some fresh water out of your drinking water faucet. If you have any questions, please give us a call or visit our website at www.waterfilterexperts.com.